Mediabyte Podcast Network.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
I feel the need for speed.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first live episode of the Mediabyte Podcast.
We're live.
Yes, we're live. You know what I meant.
I do know what you mean.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
You get to see our beautiful faces this time.
This is what we look like. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. We don't really know what's gonna be behind us.
We could be anywhere
I just
in
hit
the
green
fucking
screen. That's gonna be
world right
terrible.
now. He has complete control.
I could put us. We can be wherever.
There could be giant male genitalia back there for all I know.
I'm gonna meme that so freaking hard. I already know exactly what I'm gonna do with that. That's going to be. I'm gonna post that to Twitter completely out of context.
Okay.
With the thumbs up, totally out of context. But hi, yeah. So this is kind of a test episode for us. We don't really know what we're doing here. We are in our basement currently. Not. If this, we should just put a photo of what's behind us on the screen.
Okay. That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. But yeah, this is just a test episode of. Just hit you.
You did just hit me.
Can you not move the green screen?
I was trying to fucking make it look better.
But it's going to be impossible to edit the moving of the green screen.
That's okay. Just
Okay.
don't even bother with it. I'm sorry. My arm wasn't in it.
It doesn't matter. So basically, we're just testing out what's happening, what we're doing, what's going on here, and kind of everything that's like actually physically recording ourselves, having a conversation. First off, I can't promise that it'll always be like this because this is quite a setup, and so it's harder to make.
We have a 6 foot long table.
There's
here
literally
that does
a
not
6 foot.
fit in it.
It
does not fit at all.
We need this table though to feel comfortable, recording, because I have my laptop over here recording from Audacity, and so the table's for us, and we can kind of put everything everywhere, all at once. But so yeah, this table's about 6 feet long. It's as tall as I am, as long as I am.
What is that a reference to, Jared?
I want to just.
We gotta keep it going with the penis jokes.
I want to insert the male genitalia right there, but I'm not going to do this.
We gotta
too
keep
much,
going
too much
with
editing.
the penis jokes.
We gotta keep going with the penis jokes. Okay, well, so we don't really this podcast does not have a specific.
I don't know what the heck
topic.
we're going to talk about.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll just kind of talk to the screen. And I can kind of talk more about just random stuff about Mediabyte and all the other things. If you don't already follow me on or us Mediabyte on mixcloud.com, if you like radio stuff, you can go follow me there. That's primarily me. You can help if you want.
I'm going to figure out how to do live.
Yeah,
Do it live. That'd be fun.
You can radio.
Live radio.
So basically what the whole website is you live stream yourself. You can live stream yourself like DJing or basically being a radio host without having to like go through the SEC to like get an actual like radio number, like frequency, and do all the actual radio projecting that you have to do. So all you do is you just go to the mixcloud.com and you host a radio show. So that's interesting. I've done 2 so far. 2. So basically what I do is I just find music that I like, that is interesting, that I want other people to listen to, and I don't talk very much in it, so it's very music centered, very music oriented. If you want new music to listen to, I would advise going there, because I put all kinds of genres. There's no specific genre that I'm talking about there. It's just kind of whatever. So you can go follow us there. Trying to think of what else to talk about.
I don't know. What has happened within the past few weeks?
You know, the big thing.
What big thing?
The big thing that happened in the last week and a half.
I don't know what.
HBO Max.
Oh,
Literally
yes.
all of that has happened since we recorded a podcast.
Bruh. Did we do one since
That's
Marvel?
all really stupid. Since what, Marvel?
Since the showcase?
I believe so.
Okay.
If I'm remembering
I don't know if
correctly.
we did, but we made a
Yeah,
Marvel-
we did.
We did?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, we made
Because we talked about Kang Dynasty, the Avengers. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we did do that. Never mind. But yes, HBO Max.
That is absolutely insane to me. So
I think that is the stupidest business decision ever. I don't even understand it.
well, and that's why I'm so worried about. That's why personally I collect physical media. So for example, right? Season 1 of Stranger Things, right? There's just this last, when season 5 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Season 5, season 4, season 5, season 4, season
4.
4. When season 4 came out, there was a little bit of discrepancy on what Will said his birthday was wrong. Will said the wrong day of his birthday. And so what they were going to do is have Winona Ryder go back and record herself saying May instead of March. Because she says it's March. So it's just weird, like the month of the birthday is wrong, right? And so they're going to go back and change that. There's a whole bunch of scenes that they're taking out. So
They denied that they were doing that.
they're
even
removing
though
a
it
bunch of
was-
scenes that are very obviously like they're
Yeah.
removing for just to fit it better into like the story that they're trying to tell.
Mhm.
But since we have the physical media copy of the entire first season of Stranger Things,
Yeah.
they can't change our CDs, our Blu-rays of
Yeah.
what they have. And so you can't trust streaming services to always have what you want and to keep things the way that they were like originally.
Mhm.
And that's why I'm buying physical media that I really love, because first off, I give it 10 years before streaming services are just like cable at the most, especially with the thing that happened with HBO Max. And so basically Discovery Plus, or whatever the heck that was called, basically is going to transform HBO Max into Discovery Plus. And you'll have to click on a little section in Discovery Plus that says HBO Max, and then you'll have to go into that to click on anything you want to watch. And there's only going to be like a few selection of titles down there. And, which by the way, it sucks because HBO Max is one of my favorite. It's such a good, it's very UI oriented rather than like.
I think it's the best streaming service out there right now, other than Hulu, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's absolutely bullcrap.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot believe that they did that. And just to go on that, so it's all for a tax write-off, basically. So they canceled almost every single show that was HBO Max original. So anything that,
Did they can Peacemaker?
Peacemaker. I haven't heard anything specifically about Peacemaker yet. I would guess that since how popular that was, they won't cancel it.
Uh-huh.
And it's also, I don't think it's in production yet, so I don't think there's anything to cancel yet.
Yeah.
Like they can't, they're not gonna like suddenly cancel it. Like that's not as needed, but because James Gunn is doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But the problem is everything, like Euphoria, I believe is the HBO Max original, or it might be HBO. I don't.
I think it's HBO.
As if like Euphoria, okay, so then Euphoria is safe, But there's so many other shows that are HBO Max
Yeah.
that Warner Brothers / Discovery are canceling, and they're removing everything that has to do with HBO Max, like scripted programs.
I was absolutely horrified that they were going to. I thought the Last of Us show was a. I thought the.
Because it's gonna be so loud in the microphone. It's like rubbing the microphone.
I was horrified that the Last of Us show was going to be canceled. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. And I was so worried that I thought it was going to go straight to HBO Max exclusively, but then I read that it's on HBO. I was really scared. I didn't want it to be canceled. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I think they're also not dumb. Like, there's things that they canceled that didn't have a predetermined fan base. It's like, that's why I don't think they'll cancel Peacemaker. I don't think they'll cancel, like, we're ever planning on canceling The Last of Us. And that's why I don't think they'll ever cancel Euphoria. Even if Euphoria was an HBO Max original, they wouldn't cancel it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few shows that they just can't cancel. And it's all for a tax write-off. They're trying to make money back from HBO Max. And so what scares me is I don't know what they're going to do. Like, the HBO Max that we know of now is not going to exist in a few months. Which scares the crap out of me. Like, I love HBO Max. Like, it's such a good service. And so I'm just worried that we're not going to have... And that's what stirred me to buy physical media. Because you can't trust Netflix to not just purge everything but originals really quickly. Like Arrested Development, right out the window. Breaking Bad's gone in 2 years. 3 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
So you just can't trust it to... Because that move right there... Because Netflix it's been on Netflix for like 10 years at this point. So that's exactly what scares me, because it's going to go to AMC Plus, where you can stream it right there, right? So what's going to happen to Netflix when every single freaking production company has a streaming service?
Yeah.
What is Netflix going to do? Netflix makes crappy originals for 10 times the budget it needs.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm scared that what's going to happen is exactly what we were worried with, like, net neutrality and everything, where you get the social media package with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. That's going to happen, but it's going to be, they're all going to partner together, and for X, Y, and Z amount a month, you can get Amazon Prime, you can get Prime Video, you can get HBO Max, you can get Paramount, you can get Disney, you can get or Discovery Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting up with that.
I agree.
Like,
I hope it
will.
Society never gets to that point.
It will, because cable was originally not like that, where you had to pay for like premium things, right? It was planned as the paid version of cable, right? Cable was free. And then cable went straight to, and it was, and then there were the packages, or like the updated like TV providers that were supposed to give you TV. You'd pay for it. You'd be free of advertisements. Boom! All of a sudden, there's a shit ton of ads, and 95% of what's on cable or DirecTV or Comcast or whatever is entirely ads.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's what worries me. Disney Plus is adding an ad plan. Hulu adds an ad plan. HBO Max adds an ad plan. What happens if at a certain point they don't give you the plan anymore? What happens if at a certain point Netflix is just like, hey, what about Downey? Do you like Downey? And then you get to watch Seinfeld. And then every 5 minutes there's another Downey ad.
Yeah.
Or like a freaking Charmin Bears ad. Like, I don't want to see a bear's ass while I'm looking at Jerry Seinfeld, okay?
True.
I'm getting into it when I'm looking at Jerry Seinfeld, okay?
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Let's not talk about... Don't put Seinfeld stuff back. Let's talk about something less depressing.
Okay, sorry, I just had to get that off my mind because I've been thinking about that for a while.
It's okay. Oh my god, the tech is gone. Everything's falling.
Everything's falling.
Back to the podcast.
The green screen is gonna fall down behind us. I know. You see, the battle of the world will change to me. And be strong.
Did you see she's writing a book about her experiences with Nickelodeon?
She already wrote her book. It's already out.
Oh.
Go read it if you want. I'm confused at when you're trying to date this podcast.
Tuesday.
And I think you're good.
Okay. What games
Stop
have you been
banging the
playing?
table.
Sorry. What games have you been playing recently?
I really haven't.
I know you haven't. I'm trying to get us to talk about
Phasmophobia. I played Phasmophobia with you.
something.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I got.
He was playing in VR.
Yeah. I figured out that my computer can handle VR. I just had this whole fucking time. I thought I couldn't. It was just because our internet's so shitty that I was streaming it through the internet.
Yeah, which doesn't work.
But even though I had a cord that was capable, so I figured it out. I've been playing nothing but VR the past few days.
And there's also just not many games I want to play right now. Call of Duty fucking sucks, so I'm never hopping on there right now. Fortnite is just the same shit that it's been for 5 years now, so that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Even though I've played it sometimes, I just want the Darth Vader skin. I'm only like level 83 or something. I go through, like, I'll play it and I'll only do challenges and not care about how much I die or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll just do the challenges and then I'm out. I'm
that's
not
fun.
Right now I'm not playing. Like, when the season starts, I'll play it because it's gonna be a Halloween mode, and I love the Fortnite Halloween modes.
They're always fun.
They're really fun. But we'll see what happens with all of that. But I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I am too. It's gonna slap. It will.
I was worried because I did not love Modern Warfare, but I'm after playing Warzone more, and like going back to Modern Warfare is fun. It's going from Cold War to Modern Warfare, or from Modern Warfare, from what was it? Black Ops.
It was Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare.
Yeah, going from
Cold
Black
War.
Ops 4 to Modern Warfare is too different.
Yeah.
And then going from
Cold War
to Vanguard is so freaking different. And Vanguard just is possibly one of the worst games I've ever played in my life, and I'm not even joking with you.
I don't understand why they keep letting Sledgehammer make Call of Duties. I don't want to like crap on them because they put a lot of work into it.
And it's not
but
the
it's just not
developer-
working out.
and so we're 100% clear, it is not the developer's fault.
No.
It's entirely the fact that they're given games and they have to make one every year for no fucking reason. Give us a game that will last more than 2 years, and you're golden. You have a game. If you give a game that people like, I would play Cold War for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding you. I would play Cold War if they updated it, new maps, new games, new like zombies mode maps. I would play Cold War for the rest of my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
The problem is I will never touch World War II again.
Yeah.
And I slightly enjoyed World War II. I will never touch it again.
And like that's why I'm hoping Modern Warfare 2 is gonna be good. You know, because I mean we have to play it for 2 years. I absolutely hate not playing Call of Duty all the time.
Yeah, because I love just hopping on and just doing
shitting on
whatever. Like I miss like being good at it. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's just Vanguard's just so bad.
And it's gotten so increasingly obvious that the only thing they give a crap about is money. And also Activision can suck my balls.
Yeah, agreed. I don't feel like
Fuck
playing
you, Activision.
Yeah, agreed. I don't feel like playing Vanguard or I don't feel like doing anything for Warzone right now because they're just gonna completely abandon it next year.
It's just also so freaking stupid.
It's so annoying that you can't. It's built on the same friggin' engine. There's no reason that they can't have your operators from Warzone 1.
Do you know the
get
reason
to
why they
Warzone
can't?
2. Why?
Money. It's the only reason why you can't do that.
It's just annoying.
Because quite literally, all it is a character model import.
Yeah.
That's like 5. That would take you literally like 15 minutes to get everybody over, depending on the internet speed. And then maybe you'd have to deal with physics or whatever, right? But at least I would like give a shit more about the characters that I'm buying.
Yeah.
I have Ghostface unlocked for Scream, for Modern Warfare. Or for Black Ops. It's Black Ops 4 or Cold War. You can't use it in Vanguard. Yet they're trying to create a system where all of the games are interconnected with each other, but yet you can't use any of your characters from one game to the other. Yeah. Ever. Under any reason.
I mean, what happens if you don't like... what happens if you unlock a character for a game that you don't like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have not... I wanted to buy the Godzilla skin so bad. Actually, I think I might have. I think I was... Like
you bought
you bought it.
You bought the Godzilla one, not the King Kong one.
Okay, but then like, I'm never gonna touch Vanguard. Why did I do that?
Exactly.
Warzone. I play Warzone. I just got back on it yesterday.
Warzone doesn't even have some of the characters in it, does it?
It had most of them.
Does most of them have them
Yeah.
from Warzone? Okay. It's such bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. I don't understand why they have to do everything the way they do it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I know the exact reason why. It's because they are actively losing people.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's gone down. I saw some projections of the way that it's been in like Cold War. At the heat, like the top peak of Cold War, it was roughly about 100, and it was like 190 million people per quarter were playing.
Huh.
There's a shit ton of people.
Cold War was really good. That was really fun.
And then quarter 2, when Vanguard came out, it went down to 130. And then it went down to 110 the next quarter. And now it's down. It's the first time in close to, I think it was 8 or 9 years, where there hasn't been over 100 million active users playing Call of Duty. They're now at 90.
Huh.
There's only 90 million people playing Vanguard still. Which that means they lost close to, like, what, 70 million people?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm really excited for Modern Warfare 2. It's gonna be good. Only gripe I had with Modern Warfare 19 was the maps were just garbage.
Yep.
They were not fun at all to play. And for someone who played, like, I mean, we didn't play Call of Duty until it was like Black Ops 2, I think, is our first one.
It was...
And
Like,
no, we had Modern Warfare 2.
We had touched it, but we didn't play it. We were 9.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
didn't really touch it the way that like everybody else
But
would.
like we've played
Black Ops
with
2
it
was the game that we were like old enough
to like understand kind of
what was happening, and then when I would honestly say that Black Ops 3 was the first game we played like the fuck out of and knew what was happening.
Uh-huh.
Like that was Ghosts was too.
Ghosts we played a lot.
Ghosts we played a lot of, but then Black Ops 3 is the one I have like vivid fun. That was our Black Ops 2.
Well, I
think
think we played World War II a lot. That's why you like it so much. Is because we would sit right over there playing when we would play like till midnight sometimes playing war. Remember?
That's true. War. Mm-hmm. But that was the only good.
But yeah, but like
game
we
mode in that
played.
game.
Back to what we digressed so far. Back to what we were saying is we've played Call of Duty for a while now. So we know how the games are supposed to feel. At least I feel like they're more arcadey. They're not supposed to be Battlefield games.
They're not, and that's the problem.
And that's why Modern Warfare 19 it got big specifically because it felt like a military simulator, but it wasn't Call of Duty at all.
And that's the problem. That's when you run into the problems. So look at it. You can look at the release dates. If I'm correct about this, I don't know if I am, so don't shun me if I'm wrong. So, Battlefield was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they played it how it was, right? And then some bullshit executive who was above them, they saw the fact that because EA is their big competitor, right? They saw Titanfall 2 came out. Titanfall 2 was big. Infinite Warfare. Just like that. It was Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare. Jetpacks. Advanced Warfare. Maybe it was Advanced Warfare. Jetpacks. That's all that matters. And then when they went back, when Battlefield 1 came out and it was World War II themed, next game, World War II.
Yeah.
They can't do anything but follow and innovate. They can't innovate completely to themselves. They have to follow and then innovate.
Yeah.
And innovation is a shitty word for what they do. They're just a lackluster copy of almost every game that's ever come out. DMZ, I know how excited you are for that. That game is going to last 6 months and then die.
I know. But
Warzone will last. It's lasted
if they do
a
it
year
right.
and died.
I don't think it will.
Right. They can't do it right. It's going to be the third game mode. It's not going to be a standalone game. That's why Warzone's failing, because at Warzone you have to go into Modern Warfare.
If they made it free to
it.
play, it would be fantastic. And I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't know. I think it's the third game mode just to be the third game mode, and it might not get. I don't think it's going to die like Hazard Zone did. I mean, it was dead on.
Hazard Zone.
That was dead on arrival.
Hazard Zone was quite literally probably the worst game mode of anything I've ever played in my life. Also, that whole game was so shitty. Oh my god, Battlefield Hardline was better. I really like Hardline. That's completely random, but I do like Hardline. I don't know. What is like the... Why are they acting... Why do they do that? Why do they just like...
Do what?
Well, the problem is they instead of like trying to honestly try to like work things out and like just create something, like with DMZ, right? You just have to make that actually fucking free to play, not buy Modern Warfare and free to play.
So freaking
for how
annoying.
Warzone was for a while.
If it was free to play, it would be it would be incredible. If it would, they would get so many. They could make so much fucking money if it was free to play.
The thing
Because
is
the way, let me go on a rant here. The way that Tarkov is like a extension of a battle royale game. And it's, if it was on console, okay, I can't. I'm getting fucking angry. The way that Tarkov is like an extension of a battle royale where you get to keep your stuff, and I mean, to go on a completely sidetracked thing, the adrenaline that I get when I'm playing Tarkov and I freaking dome someone in the head it's incredible. But that's why I really hope that DMZ is good, because it's not as hardcore as Tarkov is, but I feel like you can still get that little boost of adrenaline. And it
like an extraction shooter that has the way that Warzone's set up, that'd be great. The problem is, again, just to go back to it, it's not going to last. Specifically because they don't want it to.
if they would release it free to play,
They don't want it to last.
Yeah.
And that's their whole business model. They don't want Advanced Warfare to last. They don't want Black Ops 2 to last. They don't want Cold War to last. They don't want Modern Warfare to last, because guess what? If it doesn't last, you have to buy their new game. You have to pay another $60 to play the same game that they released 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And that's all they care about.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And also, just so we're completely clear, fuck Activision.
Just that we play the games doesn't mean we support them. I don't
Fuck
support.
you, Activision.
We're supporting the developers more than
The developers
Activision.
are not at fault.
Yeah, they're.
It's
shitty.
all of the shitty executives who let the shit that happens happen.
And I'm really hoping that Microsoft
Buys.
Well, I mean, they already did, but I'm hoping that they change the way that they make games, and so that they do last. And Warzone is a good idea, in the long run. But I mean, if they're just gonna, I thought Warzone was gonna last more than 3 years. You know what I'm saying? 4 years, whatever it was. But if they're just freaking canning Warzone, I don't understand. I literally don't understand that. They're gonna shift all their focus to Warzone 2, which is cool. I understand. They didn't want Warzone to be a big thing. They didn't expect it to be.
Guess what's gonna happen 4 years from now?
They're gonna just can
Warzone
that
3.
too. Exactly.
Because guess what? Money.
Well, I don't
By
think
making something new, you incentivize people to buy something new.
Well, I don't think they're gonna get rid of Warzone 2, because From what I can tell, the reason they're getting rid of Warzone is because they didn't expect it to be such a big hit. But that doesn't give them the excuse to can it. But I don't think they're going to can Warzone 2 after a bit. I think they're going to try at least probably for this foreseeable future.
But what was their bullshit reason they gave?
I don't remember.
They gave some bullshit reason about how the game wouldn't work or something.
I don't know. It
was some bullshit.
It's because they're caught between current
engines,
current gen and last gen.
In last gen.
Warzone 1 is going to be for
PS4
last gen. And then it's going to be Warzone 2 or whatever is going to be on the PS5. And I think you could probably still play it on the PS4. It's just some things
just aren't going to work. I think that's such bullshit, though. I
agree.
Like, that's just a reason why. Again, that's just a reason for them to make more money.
Yeah.
Because that does, especially because I mean, think of the two people who were actually trying to buy Activision.
Yeah.
It's Microsoft and it's Sony. The two people who benefit the most out of new people buying their next console. It's so stupid.
Gaming.
So I'm gonna talk about Mediabyte stuff. Well, you can stop looking at us, get mad and rant, and look up at the light above us, which is kind of honestly not terrible lighting for this. It casts a lot of shadow, but it's because we don't have a face, a light. That's not related. You guys don't have to hear that, but you're going to anyways. Stretch. So what I'm gonna try to do. Don't hold me accountable to this because I will have to not do with this. So I haven't had a stream yet this month. That's because this month has been absolutely insane. So I probably will just scrap a stream for this month. Next month, I will try to have the kind of like community chat stream. I don't know if we'll do it here like this. I don't know if I'll just do it in my work office. That was really funny to me. So I don't know what we'll do, but when that'll be. But I'm going to keep doing that. And so you'll have to catch the stream. So this is a big thing to that. You have to catch the stream live because the VOD will not be on YouTube. You'll have to go to check out the Patreon account for that. Just because I want to create casually some content for people who are on Patreon, which you can go follow us patreon@patreon.com.
Don't expect these people to give us money.
I'm not. I'm just saying you can if you want to. It'll help us a lot. If you want us to not be crowded in a 6-foot table in a basement, you got to give us money on Patreon. You don't have to do that. It's totally up to you. Although we are doing some commentaries. We know what we're doing for the next commentary. So that's great.
The last one we did was Office Space, which was pretty
which is good. And I thought it was really funny, so you should go watch that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like our commentaries, because this is how this entire thing started by us watching a movie be really stupid. Like this whole company, this whole movie, Mediabyte, multimedia organization, podcast network, everything that happened in here, all started from one day we were sitting watching. What movie were we watching?
I don't remember.
We were watching some movie. I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember. Crap. That sucks. I wish I remembered. But I came up with the name somehow.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember how any of this started. But I remember we were watching a movie, and we were like, we should make a comment. We were talking about. Oh, we just said Fortnite. $4 battle pass.
Oh yeah.
I got shit out my ass.
But I don't remember what movie.
I don't remember what movie it was. But every time a character would open their mouth or it would go dead quiet, we just say that, and we thought it was so freaking funny. And then we decided we were gonna make a channel called Mediabyte, which is just a really good name, and use it for like commentary tracks about movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was gonna be us just talking like that. And so the commentary tracks are still like that, kind of. We're a little bit more on point than that, and we're like, sometimes I just right now randomly bring up something I'm talking to you about, but like it's less random than that, but that's still kind of how all of this started. And then I was like, hey, I love the name too much. And then so kind of like everything was just really random, and so that's how all of this started. And then we picked up the name, and so this is how it started. One more thing real quick before we gotta go. Mediabyte, I'm gonna try to post a video every week. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Go check those out. I'm trying to post every week, 2 videos a week, Tuesday and Thursday.
I'm gonna start recording them.
He's gonna start recording some of the audio, and I'll edit them. Also, I don't know what to do about music videos, because I don't know what the kind of like discussion to have about that. Because I love music, but I don't really know what kind of videos to make about that. So let's really quickly gotta wrap this up. So
Doggy321 on Twitter.
He finally remembered it. Good job.
Thank you.
I
memorized
on
it.
Twitter. That's the only thing you want to plug.
And my Twitch, but you can find my Twitch through my YouTube. Or my
Through his YouTube.
Twitter.
Okay, quickly. Okay, you gotta follow
Hurry
us.
up, you got like 5 things
I
to
know.
list.
Mediabyte. Mediabyte is, you can follow us at Mediabyte Company on Instagram, at Mediabyte Co. on Twitter. Follow just all of the podcasts on the podcast network. I edit them. I'm in all of them. I record all of them. I edit all of them. I post all of them. I keep tracks of all of the accounts. Please make it worth it. From the psycho madman brain that is in here, please. Every podcast is so different that I'm like a whole different person than every one of them.
What do we say at the end of every podcast?
I'm not done plugging.
Okay, hurry up.
Exploring Cinema, J&A Podcast, /it. I have another podcast that I want to make, which is actually really fun. We'll talk about that at a whole different thing. And then there's so I haven't confirmed this yet, and we haven't actually started writing any of it yet, but I have an audio drama planned, so it will be an entirely scripted, fictionalized audio drama. So that'll be fun to make. I'm going to invite all of the characters in it. You can follow me at JarJarYT. I don't really use that account for this stuff. Use at Mediabyte Company. That is like at Mediabyte Co. on Twitter. You can DM, I'll get you there. Or you can follow my personal account. It's at Jared Pointer. It's a little bit more political than every other account, so if you don't want to follow that, just don't. It's fine. I don't really care. Sometimes I'm funny, so you can, but don't go there if you're not looking for anything political. Good for you. So I prefer you just follow at JarJarYT and Mediabyte, and that's how you get access to everything here. Follow. You can, even if you give us just $1 on Patreon, that's life changing almost immediately. So if you can just give us $1,
Please. What do we say?
just $1. What do we say, and what do we say here right now at
Cookie.
this time? Cookie?
We gotta end it.
Cookie. Cookie.
Give me the cookie. We eat the cookie.
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 Bye.
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 How do I end it?
I'm gonna keep all of this in. You gotta delete it like right here. Okay. I'm gonna do it now. For more podcasts like this, please make sure to listen to all the podcasts on the Mediabyte Podcast Network.